Okay guys, welcome to this key stage 3 video for multiplying fractions. We're looking at a number line, okay, so multiplying integers with a fraction, okay, so multiplying whole numbers with a fraction, okay. So pause the video guys, try and attempt all the questions or the ones that you feel comfortable doing, then come back, press play and check your answer or answers along with me, okay, along with my justification. And please do grab your notepad, your pen, your pencil case, okay, and take any appropriate notes on your notepad, your iPad, whatever it is, okay, your Chromebook, so on and so forth. Okay, this is question number 1. So I've got to work out, okay, 6 times 1/11. Well, if I have an integer times by a fraction, then all I do is just I times the integer with the numerator, which is the top of my fraction, and keep the denominator fixed. So I have 6 times 1 all over 11. 6 times 1 is just 6, so the answer is just 6/11. Okay, the answer is 6/11. Okay, now this is the same as saying 1/11 plus 1/11 plus 1/11 plus 1/11 plus 1/11 plus 1/11 6 times. So you start here and we add your 1/11 times. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, and then obviously we always count this one here, so we count this one as well. So that'll be 6 here. So that'll be 6/11. Okay, we've gone here across 6. Okay, this next one, 8 times 2/5. Well, again, I multiply the whole number by the numerator, so by the top part of the fraction, and keep the denominator fixed. Okay, 8 times 2 is 16, so the answer will be 16/5. Okay, now that's what I call a top heavy fraction or an improper fraction, so I can write it as a mixed number. 5 into 16 go 3 times with 1 left over, so the 1 is written as a fraction, the 1/5. Okay, but again, 8 lots of 2/5. So it's 2/5 plus 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 2/5, 8 times, and you get the answer of 16/5. Okay, so again, start here. So that's 1/5. Okay, so that's gonna be 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5, 7/5, 8/5, 9/5, 10/5, 11/5, 12/5, sorry about that, 11/5, 12/5, 13/5, 14/5, 15/5, and 16/5. See? So think of it as every 2 jumps here. So I'm doing 2 jumps 8 times here. So I'm essentially doing 16 jumps essentially, okay? Because I'm doing 2/5 plus 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 2/5 as like a repeated addition, and you can work out if you're not 100% sure, okay, that will give you the answer of 16/5, okay, as an improper fraction or a top heavy fraction, okay. This next one, 3 lots of 5/6. Well, 3 times 5 is going to be 15, so I'm going to have the answer of 15/6. Okay, again, start to 0. Okay, and I'm doing 3 lots of 5/6. So 1, 2 jumps, and then 3 jumps. Okay, bang. So there's your 3 jumps there for that one. Okay, so that's how to work out that one. Okay. Now this one, if you're interested, so that actually simplifies. If I divide top and bottom by 3, I'm going to get 5/2, okay, which I can write it as 2.5, okay, because 2's into 5 go twice with 1 left over or 1 remainder, and the remainder is written as a fraction, okay, so it's 2.5 as a mixed number, okay, in its simplest form. Okay, it doesn't actually say obviously write it as like a mixed number here, but it's just a good habit to get into, especially as you're progressing into the GCSE stages in like year 10 or year 11. Okay, if you're watching this like next year. This next one, 9 lots of 1/4. Well, I do 9 times 1 and keep my denominator fixed. Okay, so it's going to be 9/14. Okay, so whenever I have an integer times a fraction, I multiply the integer specifically wholly with the numerator and keep the denominator fixed. Okay, keep it the same. Okay, so again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this last one hopefully is making sense so far today's video. 2 lots of 8/7. So again, I do 2 times 8, and then it's all out of 7. So the answer is going to be 16 sevenths, okay, as a improper fraction or a top-heavy fraction, okay. So again, is 8 sevenths plus 8 sevenths, okay, yeah, so think of it as like that, repeated addition, 8 sevenths plus 8 sevenths, okay. If I'm adding fractions, as long as I have the same denominator, then I can just add the numerators. 8 plus 8 is going to be 16, so I get 16 sevenths, okay, and that is my answer, okay. So one jump and then two jumps, okay, for that one, okay. Let's just go back here to this one actually here and just obviously fix up this one here just to make it clear. So it's 8 lots of 2/5 here, so I'm doing 2/5 8 times here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, and that's how I got my answer for that one, okay. And with the first one here, just obviously make it clear actually in case that should be clear. So the first one here, so we obviously start at 0. Oh, okay, so there's my answer actually, guys, I apologize. So there's the answer for these guys, okay, so hopefully it makes sense. So just to obviously summarize, guys, here, using obviously a bit of algebra. If I have, let's say, a times x over y, okay, where a is like an integer, all I do is I write it as ax all over y. Okay, and the reason for that is, yes, if you want to know the reason why, is because I can write the whole number as the whole number over 1. And when I multiply fractions, I just times the top number together, or the top term together, and the bottom term together. A times x is going to be ax, and 1 times y is going to just be y, or 1y. Okay, so that's why that rule actually works, guys. Yeah, so yeah, just to summarize yourself, how about 3 lots of, let's say, 2/5? Then I just do 3 times 2, which is going to be 6, and the answer will be 6/5, okay, which then I can simplify if I want to, I'll write it as a mixed number, okay, for that one, okay. But that's how to work out that question, okay, and hopefully you're happy with the mark scheme and the answers there. Okay, any questions, any queries, put it in the comment section. Thank you for taking the time today to obviously watch my video in full. Okay, if you did find it useful and informative, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you all inside the next video. Okay, bye for now, take care, all the best, guys, speak soon. Okay, good luck with your end of year assessments, end of key stage 3 tests, or end of year 7, end of year 8, end of year 9, end of year 10 tests, and I'll see you all inside the next video. Take care, all the best, see you soon. Okay, bye for now, take care.